Golden Opportunities is paid for by Elder Productions.
Hello, I'm Lori Steiner. Welcome to Golden Opportunities.
Today, we'll school you in how to take your love of lifelong learning to the next level. Then, we'll help you fall in love with a harvest of healthy foods. We'll test the tale of how a smile was lost, but now has been found. Plus, have you thought about your future? We'll focus on making it fulfilling. And we'll observe a Medicare case that concerns important coverage.
It's time to get geoing, so pull up a chair and join us at our kitchen table for Golden Opportunities. What interests you? Science, art, literature, travel? All of these are available to enjoy through the educational instruction offered by the Case Western Reserve Lifelong Learning Program. Brian Amkrupp is here, and he's the executive director of the program. He's going to teach us a thing or two about courses that could get you back in the classroom. So welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Lori.
Before we talk about what actual classes there are, tell us about what is this Lifelong Learning Program?
Sure. The Lifelong Learning Program connects the great resources we have at Case Western Reserve University to the broader community. Our program is accessible. We are all over town. Most of our programs are affordable, on average about $10 a session. And we really want to represent the entire breadth of expertise and learning that we have on our main university campus and bring it to people of Northeast Ohio, wherever they may be.
All right. Since it's like the learning already there, do we have to get ready to buy the books and take notes and ready for school?
You don't have to. There's no grading. There's no tests. Some of our courses are literature-based with a common read, so we do expect people will buy those books and read along. But we have all sorts of formats. Some of our programs are one-shot lectures, one and done for the person whose schedule is a little tighter. We have a lot of mini courses that are just 3 or 4 sessions, and we actually have some classes that are full semester length as well.
Okay. Do they all start fall and spring like a regular school semester?
We actually never stop our programming. We have classes through the winter, we have programming through the summer, but the bulk of what we do follows that conventional course calendar. So here we are in the fall, and we're gearing up to start a whole number of courses again.
All right. I see there are programs that you have that are written programs. Is that the best way to find out what you want to take?
Most of our programs are more likely you'll find them online. And in fact, we print these paper catalogs twice a year. As I said, we never stop. We're always adding things to our calendar. So if you go to our website at case.edu/lifelonglearning, you'll get the most up-to-date information on all of our activities.
Okay, and what types of classes are we going to see, whether it's in the program or whether it's online?
You'll see the entire range of what we offer at the university. Classes in science and literature, classes in law. We have a series this year that follows the latest classes before the Supreme Court. Our classes both replicate what we have on campus, but they're often geared and constructed simply for the adult learner, for the lifelong learner. And there's just such a wide range of personalities and expertise, not just from our instructors, but from the other participants. I tell our teachers all the time, you will likely have a brain scientist, a brain surgeon, and a rocket scientist in your classroom. That's what we have here in Northeast Ohio.
That's absolutely true. But you also mentioned travel when we were introducing you, so tell us about the travel component.
Yeah, we have an educational travel program that uses our faculty at the university to be expert guides on the spot as you take that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that you've been looking for. We've sent folks to see the Large Hadron Collider in Switzerland. We've sent people to see ancient ruins in Greece and other trips that deal with contemporary events, all guided by Case Western Reserve University faculty. These will generally cost you a little bit more than what we do around town.
Oh, darn. It's not $10 for those?
Not $10 a session.
Sounds like a good time anyway. So.
It's a lot of fun.
The Case Western Reserve University Lifelong Learning Program is a class act. To find out more about its options and offerings, use the information that's coming up next. And my thanks to Brian Amkrupp for being an excellent instructor today.
Thanks so much, Lori.
For more information, call Western Reserve University's Lifelong Learning Center at 216-368-2090 or log on to www.case.edu/lifelong learning. Next, seasonal selections. But first, you have a plate full of pasta, specifically spaghetti. But after you've eaten and there's only a single strand left, what do you have? Not spaghetti, which is plural, but a term that signifies a singular. Can you serve up the answer? We'll dish it out when we return.
What does the first year of President Trump mean if you have $500,000 or more to invest? It means unique challenges and exceptional opportunities. I'm Jim Lineweaver, president of Lineweaver Wealth Advisors. Our complimentary new panel discussion and dinner is a must-attend for qualified investors. It's packed with strategies to preserve and grow wealth under the new administration, offered by 3 experts with more than 30 combined years of financial, tax, and estate planning experience. Please join us at award-winning Hyde Park Prime Steakhouse at Crocker Park in Westlake. Seating is limited, so call today. The number is on your screen, or you can visit us online at lineweaver.net.
One strand of spaghetti is a spaghetto. I guess you could say you needed to use your noodle for that solution.
Fall harvests have begun, and it's a great idea to let these in-season selections crop up in your diet. Lisa Simperman has joined us in the UH Broadcast Center to share advice for adding delicious and nutritious, fresh-picked produce to your daily dining. Lisa is a clinical dietitian with University Hospital. So welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So what's up next is probably apples in the
Yes.
autumn. So are they part of your food menu?
Definitely. You know, one of the best ways to incorporate fruits and vegetables is to eat what's in season. So right now, the apples are excellent. This is one case in which the old adage, an apple a day, may actually be true. So studies show us that individuals who regularly consume apples have a lower risk for heart disease, cancer, even Alzheimer's disease.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about apples is that they're high in soluble fiber. This is the type of fiber that can promote satiety, so it helps keep us feeling fuller longer, thus helping with weight, and it may also decrease cholesterol levels as well.
So it really is a good thing to eat. Just pick up an apple
Yeah.
and go for it.
Go for it.
All right, how about pumpkins? We usually
Yes.
like to carve them, but you're saying that they're good for you to eat as well?
Absolutely. So right now, everything is pumpkin flavored, right? Pumpkin flavored lattes, cereal, etc. But the reality is that these foods actually have very little pumpkin in them. So it's good to eat pumpkin, but what you want to do is look for the canned pumpkin puree. It's easy, no muss, no fuss. You could actually buy a pumpkin and roast it and puree it yourself. But as I said, the cans are so easy.
So much easier.
It is, and it's an excellent source of carotenoids, vitamin C, both of which are antioxidants. So this may help repair the cellular damage that comes with aging.
Okay. Anything else in there that...
You know what? My other favorite tip with pumpkins is to keep the seeds, roast them, and eat them. They're excellent sources of protein.
All right. So the whole thing, just about.
Go for it.
Okay. How about another fall favorite? What benefits do we get from squash?
Squash. And you know what? This is another one where there are so many different varieties out there. I love to buy almost a different squash every single week and just roast it or toss it with some marinara sauce. It can be incorporated in so many ways into your diet. The key thing about squash is that it's high in potassium. And potassium has been shown to help lower high blood pressure. This can be just as important as decreasing your sodium intake. Include more potassium into your diet.
What's your favorite squash recipe?
I love butternut roasted squash, and I just roast it with a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper. It's perfect.
All right. Sounds good. Last on the list, pomegranates. That was a surprising one for me.
Yeah, you know what? You can find pomegranates, it seems, almost year-round now, but they're really the best right now. So pomegranate seeds are high in a polyphenol called anthocyanin. And this is actually the same compound that's found in red wine. So again, this type of antioxidant can be important for repairing that cellular damage that comes just throughout the course of daily living. So pomegranate seeds are just perfect tossed on top of a salad or even on top of your smoothie in the morning.
All right, great ideas. There's a healthy harvest of great fall foods that are ripe for the picking. So pick some up and try these tasty treats that will help your health. My thanks to Lisa Simperman for a bushel and a peck of great information.
You're welcome.
Learn more by calling the Center for Lifelong Health at University Hospitals at 1-844-312-LIFE. That's 5433. Or visit their website, www.uhhospitals.org/lifelonghealth. Next, to begin to grin again. Looking for places to go, things to do? Welcome to our community calendar. We have a prescription for fun and feeling fine. The 2017 UH Bedford Medical Center Senior Network Wellness Expo. The expo will be held at the Solon Community Center and Solon Senior Center Wednesday, September 27th. There will be flu shots and free health screenings, information from 9 to 11:30 a.m., followed by entertainment, and then topped off with a chili and soup cook-off from 11:45 to 1 p.m. For a healthy dose of details, call 440-735-3711.
The seasons are changing and autumn will be arriving, but maybe the crisp air and the colorful leaves still can't bring a smile to your face. Dentist Steve Marsh is here to help. He will share winning ways to fall in love with your smile.
Thank you for that very cute introduction.
Welcome back to the show. So you have patients all the time who are just not happy with their smile. So what do you do to kind of help them out?
So, Lori, I have this mirror and a Change Your Smile audit that we sort of do with new patients.
Okay.
So I've actually asked you to do that right before we came on the air, to take a look at your own smile. And we literally give them a mirror.
A mirror, and I write
and
down.
said, are you happy with the, there's some general questions, are your teeth straight? And sometimes people really haven't looked at their teeth closely. They just know that they don't look the way they would like them. So I looked at yours, and mostly you're happy. It says generally you're happy. So what does that mean to you generally?
Well, my bottom teeth have gotten a little out of alignment, and my gums have always shown when I smile.
So that's the kind of thing that we say, here are the options, here's what we can do for you. What would you like to do going forward? Sometimes the teeth aren't straight, and you've had braces, I think you shared with me.
Yep, I had braces.
So sometimes it's the way the teeth look, it can be appearance, it can be straightening, it can be the color. Those are the things that we like to know so that we're on board with you, sort of your due diligence as you would do as an attorney.
All right, so you got some examples of people who afterward really liked their smile, right?
Right. So this is someone who came to me very unhappy with her smile. We did the smile analysis. This is our imaging room in our office. Every patient who comes in, even if it's for regular restorative work, will sit down with myself or one of my team members, and we go over their smile, and it's a big screen. So after we've looked at it, I want them to identify the areas that bother them. I may say these areas bother me, but ultimately, what is it that you want to accomplish? So this way, we're on an even floor, if you will, and so that we're all together. And we thought we'd show some pictures of patients who've come to me and said, I hate my smile. So this is a patient who was missing a tooth. He had 5 children. He took care of his 5 kids. His wife dragged him in and said, I sit across from you every meal. So he was not a candidate for implants, and because everything else was so mixed up, if you will, we ended up doing a permanent bridge, all porcelain, no metal. We did some veneers. On the lower teeth initially, we just reshaped them. We took away some of the stain and gave him this smile. And he's been an executive for years, but again, put his family first. Hated to smile. So here's a woman who came to me. She was recently divorced. She was in her late 40s. She said, I'm afraid to even go out with anybody. I've let my teeth go. I've had so many other issues. What we did, Lori, again, whitening, reshaping of the lowers. This was pretty obvious when she said what she didn't like. We went over it together. We did 6 porcelain veneers. We are staging her treatment. She wants to get other work done, but she said, I have never been so proud of my smile, and I can't believe I've waited this long.
Oh, boy.
And this is another interesting one. Patient came to me. You can see that The teeth are uneven. The gums were very uneven. She wore a partial denture to replace missing teeth. And her daughter was getting married this summer. And she said, I can't go like this. I want to have beautiful pictures. I want to smile.
Of course.
So again, we talked about options. Again, we focused on the upper arch and the lower. We reshaped them. That was all by hand, done in about an hour. Some whitening, and then porcelain veneers and some gum contouring with a laser to give her that beautiful smile. And lastly, a woman who, again, wore upper and lower partials. Her jaw was out of alignment. They had looked at surgery. She said, I want it done. I want it done now. I am in banking. I don't smile when I meet new clients. I know how important that smile and first impression is. So over time, we staged it, upper and lower veneers. We did permanent bridge work, a couple of implants to give her a smile that she was proud of. And again, she identified for us when we sat down the first time, I don't want anything removable like a partial. I don't like the way they look, and I'm afraid to smile. So she said it was one of the best things she's ever done in her life, which for us is so gratifying.
Right, that's fantastic. So, do you hate your teeth? Don't wait any longer. Make autumn the season you fall in love with your smile. For help, give Steve a call. His number's next.
See what Dr. Stephen Marsh can do for your smile by calling 440-461-1003 or visit www.clevelandsmiles.com. Next, what will the future bring? It's time to get up and go, an exercise segment on golden opportunities.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Carbon from Breakout Fitness, and today we're going to show you how to strengthen those ever-important shoulder muscles. You ready to go?
I am absolutely ready to go.
Let's do it. We have exercise bands here. This is called a front raise using our exercise band. What we're going to do is we're going to step on the center of the band. Okay, we want to again offset our feet so that way we make sure we stay nice and balanced. Maintain very good posture. All we're going to do is simply bring the handle of the band up to about shoulder height and then lower it back down to your thigh, okay? Again, we're looking for 15 to 20 repetitions on this one. Use slow and controlled movements and make sure you're breathing. How you feeling, Lori?
Oh, that's tough.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
and
this is a
actually,
good
Lori
one.
is doing a very good variation of this exercise where she's using both arms together. So you can do either individually or like Lori's doing here, you can do them both together.
Cut time in half.
That's right, fantastic. All right, everybody, 12 to 15, 2 to 3 sets. And now it's your turn to get up and go.
For your copy of the exercise booklet, send $1 for postage to Golden Opportunities, 6105 Parkland Boulevard, Suite 140, Mayfield Heights, Ohio, 44124.
Building memories with your grandkids begins now. Need some memory-making ideas? Just turn to the pages of the latest issue of Northeast Ohio Boomer and Beyond magazine. Editor Marie Illiam is here with suggestions for creating connections that will last a lifetime. So welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, this issue, we have, our main story is about long-distance grandparenting. And you might call it cyber grandparenting or something really. So we talked to some local people who are doing it, and they're maintaining connections with little kids and their older grandkids throughout the miles, some in other countries. And as you might imagine, technology is a big key with that. So that's very, very helpful.
Facebook and Skype and all those kind of programs.
FaceTime and all of that. And in some cases, just plain old letter writing, too.
A lost art.
A lost art,
Grandparents
right?
should bring that back.
That's right.
And there's a big section just on grandparenting,
We do.
right?
We have a Northeast Ohio grandparent, and it's a section that has a story about how to gift money to your grandchildren. If some people are so fortunate, I wasn't that fortunate, but some people are, and they're very generous. But there is a right way and a wrong way to do that. And also, we have an expert who talks about how to bring up that conversation with
that's a
parents.
tough one.
Yeah, because with money comes some control in some families, so that has to be dealt with a little gingerly sometimes.
And grandparents and parents too like to pass down, on their personal items as well. So what's up with that these days?
Well, if you've ever had the opportunity, I'll say, to go through, someone's stuff, you're looking at trinkets and furniture and all kinds of stuff, and what to keep, what to pitch, what to sell. And so in Northeastern Ohio, we have a very, it's a market specific to collectibles here. For example, items that relate to amusement parks or the Geauga Fair, whatever, name the special event. So we have a story about how to go through those items, how to decide what millennials or Gen Xers are finding attractive and want to keep and buy, and what's just doesn't have any
not
real
worth anything
value
anymore.
just sentimental value, which is important
That's
too.
okay, but at some point that goes away. So
right.
So financial gifts and electronic connections and antiques are really good, but sometimes you just want to have a shared experience to create memories, the memories that you keep with you.
Right. So we have also in our grandparents section a travel story about Mansfield. So whoever goes to Mansfield, well, at Halloween, Mansfield is a hot spot because they've got the Mansfield Reformatory. So this old prison is big on tours, and haunted tours and regular tours, and they're really geared, surprisingly, a lot of them for children. Now, I wouldn't take a little toddler, but older kids, it's a great place to take them. And so the person who does travel writing for us went with a couple of kids and tested the waters and found that it was a great place to go, especially around Halloween. So,
ooh, yeah, I would like to go there.
I know, I would too. I haven't been there yet.
That's on my bucket list.
Yeah, right.
So much of a family is made up of memories, so make some new ones. Marie has given us some great ideas, and you'll find them and even more in the latest issue of Northeast Ohio Boomer and Beyond magazine, which is available free in libraries, doctor's offices, fitness centers, and more. My thanks to Marie for a very memorable visit.
Oh, thank you.
For more information, call Northeast Ohio Boomer and Beyond at 330-822-4011 or click to www.northeastohioboomer.com. Next, observation versus admittance.
Right now, proton therapy, a revolutionary treatment for many types of cancer, is available for the first time in Ohio and only at University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center. That's the future of cancer care. That's UH Seidman Cancer Center. Right now, the trusted experts of University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center and the most advanced cancer-fighting technologies are in 17 community locations. That's leading-edge care where you're most comfortable. That's UH Seidman Cancer Center.
Did you miss a phone number or website? Then here's your second chance, because we're going to list all of that information again. Then we'll be back to explain why hospitals don't admit that you're only under observation. Many folks have to undergo rehabilitation in a skilled nursing facility after a short hospital stay in order to get back on their feet to go home. Medicare benefits can pay for that rehab for 100 days, except when it doesn't pay. Some folks get no coverage at all without knowing why. My law partner, Mike Solomon, is here to explain. So, why would some folks have this Medicare coverage and some not?
Well, if you go into hospital and you're admitted, and that's an important word, and if you've been there and admitted as an inpatient for 3 days, then if you're discharged, you need to go to a skilled nursing facility, maybe for rehab or oxygen or just some sort of therapy, then Medicare will cover up to 100 days. But if you're only there for an observation, then you don't get that Medicare coverage.
Okay, wow. Well, I guess people will be able to tell, right? Patients know whether they're admitted or they're under observation, right? So they know what to do?
Well, unfortunately, you don't know when you're there, because when you're there, you're treated the same. You still have a room, you still, put those little crummy gowns on you, and, nurses come in and you're staying at the hospital, but you don't know at that point whether you're admitted or under observation. So it could be a problem.
Wow. So why do hospitals have that distinction?
Well, the reason is it impacts how much they get paid. If they code you wrong, then they might not get paid. Or if they code you as admitted, and then you have to come back in within 30 days again for the same problem, they won't get paid the second time. So it's really important to them to try to push you into the observation status, because then they're going to get paid and they won't have that 30-day concern.
Okay. Well, that doesn't really seem fair, especially to folks who really need to get that skilled care after a stay in the hospital.
Well, as a matter of fact, there was a big class action in Connecticut. A bunch of people who went through this, who thought they were admitted and they weren't. They were under observation, and then they couldn't get coverage, for when they were in rehab. As a matter of fact, some of them were in the hospital for up to 39 days under, quote, observation. So they thought they were admitted to the hospital. They get out, they try to go to rehab, they can't get covered, and then they have a choice. They either pay for the rehab out of their own pocket or they forego it.
Wow, that's a horrible choice to have to be making. So, but what can people do then until this class action suit is determined?
Well, a couple of months ago, they changed the law. So the hospitals have to tell you within 24 to 36 hours whether you're admitted or you're under observation. The problem with that, of course, is that by the time you find out, you may below that 3-day rule. Remember, I said you had to be admitted for 3 days. You may not be able to qualify then. So the first thing you do, or the second after you get in there, after that, find out whether you're admitted or you're under observation. If you're under observation, it'll give you some time to talk to the doctor and see whether you can change this to an admitted status so that you'll be able to qualify for Medicare if you have to go in for rehab.
Okay. And quickly, on a different note, you're going to be speaking on a seminar on another topic.
That's right. In a couple days, as a matter of fact, I'm going to be speaking with Jim Lineweaver and the Lineweaver Group. They're a sponsor of the show. And it's Crocker Park at Hyde Park, the restaurant. And it's 2 days. So call quickly. What it is we talk about estate planning, tax planning, and financial planning. Jim will have someone from his office there also, and himself, to talk about some of those issues. I'll talk a lot about estate planning. We've had it before. It's been a real good show, good success, and I encourage people to come and call in advance, because you need to get a reservation.
Fills up fast, huh?
That's right.
All right. That sounds great for folks going forward, but getting back to today's topic, if you end up in the hospital and you know that therapy is going to be needed, observe Mike's advice to make sure your hospital stay is actually an admission. And for more help, give Mike a call. His number's next.
Call Solomon, Steiner, and Peck at 1-888-236-5173 for more information, or to schedule a speaker for your organization. Or log on to www.ssnplaw.com.
Thanks for joining us. Be sure and come back next week for more great information. But until then, please remember to make the most of your golden opportunities.
If you'd like to join our kitchen conversation, visit our website, www.goldenopportunities.tv. Like us on Facebook. Call us at 440-742-GO-TV or email us at kitchen@goldenopportunities.tv. We'd love to hear from you.
Golden Opportunities is paid for by Elder Productions.